Richard, you've been talking to the Minister in the last half hour or so. What did he have to say to you?
Well, really, Colette, there's been an acknowledgement at government level that the strategy around refugees arriving into Ireland is at a breaking point at this stage. And what you need to understand is that last year there were about 7,000 people who needed to be accommodated through the government IPAS system. This year, 58,000, 42,000 of them coming from Ukraine, 16,000 from elsewhere. So yesterday there was, of course, that news from Citywest that the transit hub there would be shutting to new arrivals because it was at full capacity. Negotiations and talks really have been ongoing with Dublin Airport Authority about temporary accommodation there. But speaking to the Minister this morning, he said really now that the state couldn't guarantee accommodation for new arrivals starting from next week. At the moment there is a prioritisation going on where women and children are being prioritised for entry into state accommodation. Single men looking to go through NGOs, non-governmental organisations at this point. But Roderick O'Gorman not able to guarantee that people wouldn't be facing into a prospect of arriving into Ireland and sleeping on the streets.
We are being, I suppose, as open and upfront with people that over the next week there isn't a clear line of sight to everyone being accommodated, and that's why we're putting this information out. We've been in touch with the Ukrainian embassy, we've been in touch with relevant NGOs, and we're advising people if they're in the position, if they're safe in the state they're in now, or if they have the opportunity to look elsewhere across the EU, that's advisable. People can still come to Ireland under the Temporary Protection Directive, but we're not in the position to guarantee them state accommodation right now.
Well, Roderick O'Gorman saying that he has been in contact with the Ukrainian embassy about the situation, letting the ambassador know what exactly is the situation with regards to accommodation in this country at this point. Now, the working theory as to why we have seen, again, effectively a doubling of the number of people coming from Ukraine in recent weeks is because of an increase in rocket attacks on civilian targets by the Russian military. So really the government is scrambling to try and deal with this situation. There will be a cabinet subcommittee meeting on this on Monday.
All right, Richard, thank you for all of that.